Hi everyone, hope you all are fine. In today's video, we are going to study Saint Augustine. The authoritative theological works of Augustine mark the beginning of the Middle Ages, also called the medieval period of history. Augustine combined Stoicism, Neoplatonism, and Hebrew religion into a powerful Christian worldview that would dominate Western life and thought until the 13th century. Spirituality. Augustine concentrated almost exclusively on human spirituality. About the physical world, we need only know that God created it. Augustine shared with Pythagoreans, Plato, and Neoplatonists a contempt for the flesh. God. When thoughts are focused on God, there is little need for worldly things. Awareness of the body leads to sense perception, which leads to internal knowledge of the forms, and it finally gives the awareness of God, the author of the form. Dualistic being. Humans are dualistic being as having a body like animals and a spirit that was close to God. The war between two aspects of human nature became the struggle between heaven and hell, or between God and internal sense. According to Augustine, individuals are free to select the sinful way of Satan or the way of God, which leads to everlasting life in heaven. According to Augustine, people have an internal sense that helps them to evaluate their experiences by providing an awareness of truth, error, personal obligation, and moral right. Deviation from this internal sense causes the feeling of guilt. In fact, one should not actually act contrary to this internal sense to feel guilty. Just thinking about something sinful will cause as much guilt as actually doing it. This results due to internal control of behavior. Rewards and punishment control the behavior externally, and personal feeling of virtue or guilt control the behavior internally. Augustine was instrumental in shifting the locus of control of human behavior from outside to inside. For him, the acceptance of free will made personal responsibility meaningful. Individuals are personally responsible for their introspection. Augustine established the validity of inner subjective experience. The internal sense, not outer experience, could be trusted. For him, a second way of knowing God is introspection, the examination of one's inner experiences. Augustinian introspection became a means of achieving a personal communication with God. For Augustine, faith and a personal emotional union with God were the most important ingredients of human existence. Reason, which had been supreme for the Greek, became inferior not only to faith but also to human emotion. Augustine had demonstrated that human could know itself without confronting the empirical world. For Augustine, it was not necessary to wait for the death of the body to know God, because that's all for today. If you like the video, do share it and don't forget to hit the subscribe